Right, hi guys, welcome back to Car Focus. Today is another car review. We've done the best we can, but the weather's pretty terrible, isn't it? Indeed. It's really windy, so I apologise if some of the shots are a bit ropey. But anyway, I'm here with Jack. I've known Jack for a while on Instagram. His wife is friends with my wife, and it just so happens we both like cars.
Worked out well, didn't it?
Yeah. And as you can probably tell, we're in a Mk2 Focus, this being a Focus ST. What year is it?
2010, so it's getting on a bit now. But
yeah,
it's wearing quite well, to be fair. Everything's still quite clean in there, isn't it?
It is nice, mate. Yeah. So it's electric orange ST3.
Yep.
91,000 miles, nearly 92,000. But like you say, for the mileage, inside it's really tidy. The seats are still holding up nicely.
Yeah. There's nothing worn or ripped or anything, is there? So
yeah.
I've looked after it quite well.
So yeah, basically we're gonna review this car. You all know that I own a Mk2 Focus RS. I used to own one of these. I think it was back in 2012, I think. But I had the pre-facelift, so this is the facelift.
Better inside these.
But you got to have the ST3 though, haven't you?
Yes.
You got to have the full leather Recaros, and you've got the dual climate control as well, haven't you? I didn't have that on mine because that's an option as well, isn't it?
So I chose the Sony head unit on these just because of the sound system.
Yeah, better. And DAB as well on these, isn't it?
Because what's the sound system like in your RS? Is it alright?
It's all right. It's not the best.
So that's why I chose that, because it is actually quite good from factory.
But no, I mean, these cars, I mean, people do sort of slag off the interior saying it's really dated now. They are 10 years old, but I do like the interior of these cars. They just look nice and clean. Just simple, isn't it, really?
It is simple,
yeah. So this car, what have you done to it, basically?
So, first of all, it got lowered. I can't remember how much it was lowered, but I think it's 20 and 40 at the rear.
Yep.
Then it was spaced out, 20mm spaces at the front. I did originally have 15mm spaces on the front on the standard ST wheels, which brings the track out quite nicely.
Yeah.
Then I decided to put the low line kit onto it, so I got Maxton front splitter, Maxton side skirts, but I haven't got Maxton rear diffuser because that's the bigger one.
Okay.
I like the OEM Plus look, so I've gone with a TRC rear diffuser and spats, which is quite nice, gloss black, and sets the rear off quite well. Wind deflectors, if you can call them mods, tinted rear lights, full performance sun strip.
Yep.
I've got Bowler 2R wheels.
We were chatting about these wheels earlier on, weren't we?
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, guys. They're not my favourite wheels, but I can appreciate why you've gone for them. I'm
still not 100% sure on them. Sometimes I look at them and think, yeah, they're really good. The fitment is perfect. And sometimes I look at them and think, I still don't think I like it. It's got Miltech Ultimate exhaust, decatted.
You can't go wrong with a Miltech, can you? Really.
Idling is quite nice in there.
It is nice, mate.
You don't have to shout or talk loudly, but once you get going, as you can see with the drive-bys, it is nice and loud.
That's what I've always said about an exhaust. If it's nice and subtle when you're just cruising around, and then when you really open the taps, you then get the noise. I think that's perfect.
It's perfect for daily driving, to and from work, where you don't really go over 50 miles an hour.
Yeah,
you don't really hear it, so it's perfect. But when you're giving it some, it opens up. And
so just to go back to you said you lowered it. Was that on springs and shocks, or just springs?
Springs.
What springs were they?
They'll be IBAC.
Okay, yes, that's a standard kind of. I think they were actually Ford approved for these STs as well, weren't they?
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, I had those IBAC springs on my ST, and I bought them from Ford.
Yeah.
But what are they, about 15mm? Is it? Are they
what
drop?
Is it about? I think it's 20mm at the front and 40mm at the rear, because they sit.
Yeah, they're a bit tractor.
Nose heavy. So it kind of levels it out a bit better.
Okay. So visually, I mean, from the back, it does look quite hench because you've got the 20mm spaces at the rear.
Yeah.
It looks quite nice from the back.
Yeah.
So anything else visual?
Visual, I've got RS vents in the bonnet now, my latest mod.
Yeah.
Sets the front end off a lot, makes it look a bit more aggressive.
Happy with them?
Yes, very happy with them. There are a few little tweaks I want to do. Gloss back grills. Set that off.
So we're saying I don't know why Ford just didn't do that.
Get the lovely grey plastic that goes horrible after time.
They don't age well, do they?
No, but I don't think there's too much more I want to do, really.
I think you can sometimes do too much, can't you?
Yeah.
You get a bit carried away.
Yeah.
But I think it's it's nice from the outside. You've got your decals as well, haven't you?
Yeah, so I've got the side stripes along the side. After Isle of Wight, I wanted something on my car. I couldn't afford a wrap because they cost astronomical amount.
Plus electric orange paint is, you don't really want to cover it up.
I wanted, a few people have like the standard fin strip along the side, but I wanted it a little bit different. So I went with the 2 stripe. Yeah. I get good press and I get bad press from it, like everything in cars. But I personally like it. Seeing photos of my car beforehand, it looks very, very bare. So I prefer it with them. But
it's your car, mate. So whatever
you may not like them, the other person may like them. So
exactly, it's like when I bought the Mk2 RS, I had the black stripes on the side, and the guys that watched the videos.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, it was 50-50, and I was like, I almost kept them, and then one day I just thought, sod it, and I just ripped them off. But either way, I think it looks alright. But like, it's your car, mate. So
yeah, certainly.
Yeah. So that's pretty much visual.
Yeah, I think so.
So engine mods, power mods.
So it's currently Collins stage 2.
Yeah.
We've got ram air intake. Obviously, we've got the exhaust system decatted. Haven't got the downpipe yet.
Okay.
Might get the downpipe depending on what my dyno comes back at.
So that'll probably free. How much brake is that going to free up?
So
10, 15?
Yeah, so I'm hoping for around 300 brake with stage 2 intercooler.
Yeah.
Just a bit shy. So with the downpipe, I'm getting the actuator fitted as well, upgrade actuator. So we'll probably be looking, if we've got a downpipe, maybe about 320, possibly 310, 320.
I think for this car, that'll probably be perfect, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because they're a bit of a handful anyway, aren't they, in the wet?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm happy with where it is at the minute, to be fair.
Plenum. Standard
plenum at the minute.
I did tell him to change his plenum because people are going to say it's going to explode. It's going to explode.
It's not exploded yet, but an AS orange plenum.
Yeah.
On the cards, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so you're pretty much there, aren't you? Really, just by like you say, downpipe, intercooler, and plenum.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to taking it for a spin because
comparing it to the RS.
Comparing it to the RS, it's been a while since it's been quite a few years since I drove one of these. Mine was stock, power-wise, and I felt, although it had a shitload of torque and you could pull in every gear at any rev range, it just needed a bit more punch. So I'm intrigued to see what this is actually going to be like. So I think we probably need to.
It is quite aggressive, I think. Even though Collins are safe tunes, I still think when the boost kicks in, it is quite aggressive. Yeah.
We'll find out, won't we?
Yeah.
All right, mate. Well, if you're happy to let me
go for a little drive,
let me go for a spin. Hold on tight. All right, mate. Let's do it. Anyway, right. Let's take this. Oh, fucking hell! Clutch is really springy, isn't it?
How's it compared to your RS clutch? Because it is an RS clutch.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mine doesn't feel like that. That's really springy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's... I mean, I haven't driven my RS for quite a while now. Probably about 3 weeks. No, longer than that.
2 years.
But I can remember what it's like.
Yeah.
For some reason, the gear stick feels a lot lower.
See, my friend's is higher.
Is it? It seems quite low.
I don't know if they changed it or something, because his is a 2058 plate.
Is it?
What's yours? 2009?
It's 5.9.
Yeah. So I don't know if they changed it, but my gear stick is lower, or if someone's changed it. I don't know. I quite like it.
Yeah, it feels nice, mate. Yeah, this just feels immediately lower. But anyway, yeah, clutch feels a lot springier. But yeah, I mean, you can. Yeah, the exhaust does pick up, doesn't it? The loudness of the exhaust when you start moving. Yeah, the clutch is going to take a bit of getting used to. You can really hear the turbo whistle, can't you?
Very noisy.
It is quite noisy, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know if that's with the actuator playing up.
Has it always been like that?
Ever since I fitted the filter, yes. You could always hear it with the standard induction. I don't know how much of that, because I've never driven like a standard ST other than mine.
Yeah.
And it always has been quite noisy.
Because I heard that, have you changed the turbo recirc valve?
No. Collins told me you don't need to.
Have they?
Yeah.
because quite a few people on my video, they said it's like the mouse whistle or something they call it.
Yeah.
And when you change the recirc valve, it gets rid of it.
Right.
But how true that is, I don't know.
Colin said that the standard ST one is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So they don't need to upgrade it.
Yeah,
but the actuator is something that does need upgrading.
But it's just a normal Focus cruising around, isn't it? It's obviously the exhaust is quite loud.
Yeah.
But it's not too crashy, is it? It feels softer sprung than my RS.
Yeah. Comparing it to my Mrs. Mk2 ST, this feels like a Rolls Royce.
Well, it does roar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That was just obviously a little taste of throttle there. Don't even really think we hit boost, did we? If I so with 3,000 revs in fourth, what do you reckon I should do? Drop it into third and plant it, or
yeah,
yeah, try it in third.
As long as it's not too bumpy around it.
You worried about your wheel arches? Sounds lovely, doesn't it? It's it feels different to my RS in that it's a lot smoother through the power range, like the power band.
That must just be the Collins map.
See, mine feels really like you get this massive dollop of boost on mine initially, and then it sort of dies off at the top.
Yeah.
Whereas this just feels, you got a little bit there actually. Yeah, it's really like really linear, isn't it?
Yeah. I love it. It's such a smooth map.
Yeah, it's very smooth. It sounds amazing. It sounds lovely though. The exhaust.
But they also changed the rev limiter on it.
Did they?
So we'll go past 7,000.
Oh right, okay. Is it? Are you happy to go up past there, are you, or do you tend to keep it?
Depends what I'm doing, really. I very rarely get in the red line and then now, to be fair. But if we're having a bit of fun,
yeah.
Like say if you get past 7,000 and change gear, it will normally pop.
Let's try these bends out here. Oh, hello.
We're being rung.
We're being rung. That's right, we'll turn around and do them again.
How does it feel handling wise?
I can't really tell yet, because I've not really. It doesn't feel, the whole coming on boost just doesn't feel as savage as the RS.
Yeah.
The RS, you have to hang on a bit more.
Yeah.
This, I mean, I've got to remember that mine's mapped as well, so it's going to up it even more, isn't it?
Because of the actuator situation, in a minute, it will tail off boost slightly.
Yeah.
So it won't be as aggressive as it normally is.
It does feel like it is missing a little bit of boost the more you power through the rev range. Do you know what I mean? The higher up you get. But I've never driven it before, so I don't. So you'll obviously know.
Oh, it's pretty bang on, really.
But it's the suspensions. It's these eyebacks are quite nice, aren't they?
Yeah.
I thought it'd be crashier than it is.
I just think at high speeds it just doesn't feel very stable as such.
No.
Compared to modern cars, compared to like the Mk2 ST.
Yeah.
You feel like you can hit corners no matter what speed you do it. It'll always tuck in, and the back end will always, you know where it is. But on this, it just feels a bit.
Does it feel a bit wallowy, a bit sloppy?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if you changed all the bushings and stuff, it might.
Yeah.
Right, let's plant it there. So there we go. It picks up nicely there. Oh, it did rub a bit there, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the brakes. You've got to really step on the brakes, haven't you?
Yeah.
it nosedives a bit, doesn't it, into the corners.
Certainly.
That's just the heavy 5-pot though, isn't it, I suppose? I don't know, it doesn't... I see what you mean, it does feel a little bit... It could be tighter,
Yeah,
but
certainly.
for a 10-year-old car...
Yeah. It might just be how they are now, that modern cars, everything's tighter, everything's better.
I mean, you take like the Mk2 Focus RS, I mean, you can floor that anywhere, for any corner, and it just sticks to the road.
Yeah.
But I thought with these older cars, you've got to treat them with a bit more respect, haven't you? Because they can catch you out. It really does whistle, doesn't it?
It does whistle.
It sounds beautiful though. That's what I tell people about these cars though, like, it's not all about finesse, and I find these older 5-pot ST RSs, they've just got character.
Yeah.
And the engine is a massive part of that. But
yeah, I think that's the main reason people buy them, isn't it, really? If they didn't have that engine, I don't think they'd be as popular as they are.
no, they wouldn't. No. The engine is a massive,
Yeah.
and it's quite a reliable engine, isn't it?
Yeah, as long as you look after it.
I mean, it is quick. It is quick. It's probably, I think it's probably quicker than it feels. Like, because of the way it's mapped.
Yeah.
I think it probably is quicker than it feels.
Well, before you know it, you are doing...
Yeah. You're doing the speed limit, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, how does it feel being in the passenger seat for you?
Well, it feels a lot quicker than driving it.
'Cause it always does, doesn't it, in the passenger seat?
Yeah, so I've never been in the passenger seat with someone driving aggressively.
I feel like, do you mind if I just turn around and just do one more hit on that road? Because I feel I haven't really got to know the car. You run a page, didn't you?
Total Fords.
Total Fords. Do you want to give a little plug?
Total Fords on Facebook, Instagram. Give us a follow. Get involved in the chat on them. Well, Facebook is Facebook, isn't it?
Yeah.
Post what you want. Everyone will comment. Everyone will love. Everyone will hate.
Yeah. And that's any fast forward owner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone's, yeah.
Let's have another quick blast. So I'm going to go 3rd gear. Oh, sorry, mate, that wheel. Yeah. So yeah, the rear arch was scrubbing a bit there, wasn't it?
Yeah. With my new Bowler wheels, the fitment on them is wider, so if you are caning it and you do hit a bump, it will drop slightly. But the joys of having a modified car.
When you accelerate through the corners, you can feel the front end scrabbling about a little bit, can't you?
Yeah.
Because there's no limited slip diff.
It's got nothing on a patch on modern day hot hatches in the corners.
I mean, the roads are dry now, and it's not too much of an issue, to be fair. I just felt the car, as I came out the left-hand bend, it was sort of, it wanted to keep pulling to the left.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of fight to straighten it up a little bit, but
I don't think the torque steer is that bad, though.
it's not that bad.
No, compared to the Mk2 ST, the petrol version, the torque steer in that is a pig.
Yeah, it's not, there isn't much torque steer at all.
No.
I don't know what it's like in the wet. I mean, I'm guessing it's...
You slip.
Yeah, it's a bit of wheel spin.
Yeah, you can't put the pedal down in the wet.
But again, I think it's the mapping. I think it's just how smooth the mapping is.
Collins.
Because you said to me it was quite aggressive, didn't you? But after... I mean, we need to take that out on the RS, didn't we?
Yeah, see what the difference is. Yeah, but that's a different animal, though.
Yeah. But I think if you want a 5-pot, you don't want to spend ridiculous money, and you want a quick car.
Yeah.
That's still...
They're now at a money bracket where a lot of people can buy them now, aren't they?
Exactly. I mean, they've got nice heated Recaro seats, DAB. I mean, I know it hasn't got sat-nav and stuff, but still, it's still...
At the end of the day, it's a Focus, isn't it? It's comfy, you can drive it on miles. I've driven down to Cornwall and not had a bad back. And
yeah.
so
It's still quite a bit of car for the money, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. I feel bad every time that happens. I bet your face is like...
Crying.
But it feels completely different to the ST I used to own.
Yeah.
That was much quieter,
Yeah.
just much...
You see what I mean about the exhaust opening up?
Yeah,
It really does.
It really does growl, doesn't it, when you floor
Yeah.
it? But yeah, it's quite a different car to a standard ST. But no, it's nice, mate. It's nice, I like it.
There's something wrong with if you don't like a 5-hop.
I know. But no, mate, thanks a lot for...
no worries.
We'll probably have to wrap up the video now, but thanks a lot for letting me drive it.
Video in the RS.
Yeah, we'll take yeah, we'll get you in the RS. If you want to see that, comment below. But I think it'd be interesting to see an ST owner drive an RS. You've never driven a Mk2 RS, no?
Never, no.
I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
I think you will enjoy it.
How much better is it than this?
It does feel like a different...
Yeah.
It does feel like a different...
I hear a lot of people say it's just a completely different animal.
Yeah. I think you'd have... When you drive it, you'll realise, but also you know what you're in as well. Yeah. And like you can see the big arches in the wing mirrors, and...
So I suppose that's the only thing about this, is orange.
Yeah. But no, thanks, mate. It's a nice car. I've enjoyed it. It's been good to get back in an ST. Yeah. So that's it, guys. End of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, like, subscribe, comment below, tell me what you think about this car, what you'd do to the car if anything different. And until the next video, take care, and I'll see you soon. Boom.